of curating, designing, and DIYing, I can officially say my Demon Slayer anime room is finally complete, and I'm so excited to show you guys the results. Before we start, let's take a look back at my original anime room tour from over a year ago. Unlike our first tour, which was more about the DIYs, today I'll be showing you everything in more detail. Here's a quick look at the empty room so you can see just how far we've come since then. With that all out of the way, let's get this tour started. First up, immediately as you walk in, I have a floating shelf with my Hashira QPoskets Petit collection. I completed this collection fairly recently, buying most of them from Amazon and local figure shops. Next is my very first anime room DIY, the Demon Slayer Manga Canvas with warning masks. There were mixed feelings about this from my TikTok audience due to ripping up a manga volume, but to this day, I'm still very satisfied with the results and would 10 out of 10 do this DIY again. If you want to see how I did this one, check out my first room tour, or you can find it on my TikTok. Moving on to my most popular DIY still to this day is my hanging wisteria and lanterns. If I were to redo this project, I would incorporate LEDs into the lanterns or into the wisteria to give it a more dreamier feel. Just below my hanging lanterns is my full-length mirror that I added LEDs to the back of. This was so easy to do, anyone could do this. Next up is one of my favorite parts of my room, my original Pokemon figure collection. My mom found these a few months ago, so I arranged them in front of my TV in a rainbow pattern. I know what you're thinking, Katie, that's gotta be a pain to dust, to which my answer is yes. To the left and right of my TV are my manga panel book organizers. I thrifted a copy of Radiant and did a similar treatment that I did on the Manga Canvas. In the shelves below, I keep my Pokemon card collection, Pokemon Monopoly, art books from Howl's Moving Castle and Spirited Away, my EDC 2021 wristband box, and a board game design project from college. My TV is a Vizio Smart TV. I honestly couldn't tell you which one because I've had this since college, like 2017, but I primarily use it to watch anime, play Switch, and watch YouTube videos. I'm so excited to show you this next part, which is my pin collection. I've been collecting pins for less than a year, so I've painted this display board to showcase them. You might notice this scene I painted from Demon Slayer Season 2. Starting off with my Yeti pin and Pew Pew from Disney World. Totoro pin is from Hello Donko. Flounder and Dalmatian pins are from Blind Bags in Disney World. Miraidon and Koraidon are made by All the Dwagons. Anya, Tanjiro, and Sophie are from local anime shops. The mushroom is from a coffee shop in Germany. Shiny Eevee is from Oni Cake. Cardcaptor Sakura is from Rain Dog Shop. Tiki Drinks are from 3 Dots and a Dash in Chicago. The UFO is from a local craft shop. We have my collection of music festival pins. Daft Punk set is from Pin Upper Shop. I was gifted the kitty mushroom from a raver at Electric Forest. Cup Noodles pin is from a craft store. Next, we'll be shifting over and checking out my pegboard with my keychain display, anime bags, minifigures, and just all kinds of other little knickknacks. The keychains are all mostly from Blind Bags, except for Rengoku, who I got from Madame Pimenton shop. I'm not sure if I said that right. Rengoku, Tanjiro, Killua, and Nezuko are all the ones I take with me to music festivals, so they're all a little dirtier than the others. Pretty much all of these figures on this little shelf are from Blind Bags, except for Bijou from Hamtaro, if you know that anime. It's super old. This Tanjiro flower pot was a thrift flip, and I got this Lucaro amiibo from a geek store in Munich, Germany, which is pretty cool. Going downward, I have an assortment of other keychains and buttons, and then my anime bags hanging below. The pink calcifer bag is from Wisteria shop, and it says, "She likes my spark." So cute. I thrifted the tote bag and drew the Chobits design to give it some more life. This is pretty much the tote bag I bring when I'm going manga thrifting. Let's move over to my butterfly corner. The butterflies themselves are from the Kocho sisters. I designed them in Illustrator, printed and cut them out, and then glued them onto LED tea lights, then command stripped them to the wall. The best thing about it is that they're remote controlled. If you're interested in this DIY, the full video is on my TikTok. The faux banana leaf plant is from Amazon. I've had this plant for a while and it looks so good in like any room. Starting at the top of my manga shelf is my Demon Slayer ramen bowl that I keep on display. An Odessa LED light I got from my bestie, and my new Polaroid camera that I got from other bestie. Next, let's dive into my full manga collection. Shelf number 1 is my Shrine to Cardcaptor Sakura. We have volumes 7 through 11 of the original Japanese Cardcaptor Sakura manga, an original volume 5 of Cardcaptor Sakura in English, volumes 1 through 7 of Clear Card, and volumes 1 through 3 of Kamiya-sama Kiss are hanging out on the shelf as well. In the front, we have a Sakura Clear Card figure and a Kiro-chan plushie that I've had since like 2001. He's probably as old as my Pokemon figure collection. Below that shelf is my Demon Slayer manga collection. I actually thrifted the last half of these a week ago, which is a huge score on my end. We have my perched Nezuko figure, a few mini Nezuko knickknacks, and my Mitsuri acrylic stand. The last shelves have more variety, starting with Noragami Volume 1 through 3 and 19. I'm thrifting all these. Maid-sama Volumes 1 and 2, Case Study of Vanitas Volume 1, Original Chobits Volume 1 through 4, and Collector's Edition Chobits Volume 1 and 2. In the front, we have a Best Boy Bakugo figure. I absolutely love his dynamic pose here. On shelf number 4 is volumes 1 through 6 of Zom 100 and Toilet Bound Hanako-kun volumes 1 through 7. We have good old Baymax, who I got from Disney World, and Best Girl Sailor Moon. On the last shelf is my collection of Solo Leveling volumes 1 through 6. I am so excited for the anime's soon release. And last but not least, Burn the Witch. I watched this short series and immediately went out to go buy the manga. It's so good. And finally, we have a Zenitsu figure holding down this bottom corner. So that's my entire manga collection right now. Let's slide over to where all the magic happens, my desk setup. This is where I spend 95% of my time, so I have invested a lot of time and funds into this setup. I won't go into full detail over my PC, but I'll drop the specs here. I named her Daki from Demon Slayer Season 2. I have a few videos on my channel dedicated to my PC, so if you're interested, you know where to go. Moving on to my setup. When I'm not using my PC, I'm on my MacBook Pro with dual Asus monitors. On the left side is an Asus ProArt 23.8-inch monitor that I use for my design work. On the right side is an Asus TUF Gaming 23.8-inch monitor that I like to use for gaming. Let's chat peripherals. When I'm using my Mac, I use a trusty Magic Mouse. And with my PC, I use a Logitech G305 Lightspeed gaming mouse. My keyboard is a White and Pro 2 60% mechanical keyboard with wired and wireless connection, Gateron brown switches, and RGB backlight because you gotta have RGB. When I'm working, I always have my iPad Pro with a pen seated on its stand for easy access and note-taking. Final touches are my pen holder, my Rootin' Tootin' rubber ducky, my little Pokemon doggies, and my Daki QPoskets Petit figure. Hanging above my setup is my LED Wisteria DIY that you might recognize from my first video or from my TikTok. And above this is my floating shelf display. On the left side is my Kokomi acrylic stand-up figure. I absolutely love her. She's in all of my Genshin team comps. My Eevee Pokeball terrarium from the Viridian Realm, and a Tanjiro figure that I got from a blind bag. On the right side of my floating shelf is my little Cubs hat, because I'm actually a Cubs fan despite living in Texas, and my little rave corner. This is a collection of little gifts I received at raves, the music mushroom jar I made out of air-dried clay, and then we have my display of festival wristbands and candy that I was gifted at various festivals. To be honest, I really need to get a bigger display. In the middle of my shelf, we have my Rengoku sword and a couple of art pieces. Hanging to the left of my desk are Shinobu, Tanjiro, and Zenitsu's Haoris. Before I forget, let's backtrack to my PC stand. My PC is sitting on an IKEA Alex drawer unit. In the top drawer are various remotes, notepads, and headphones. My second drawer holds my iPad case and a laptop cooling pad. Third drawer is various cables, hard drives, charging bricks, and just other tech. The last two drawers are a mess of computer parts and snacks, so I will not be showing y'all those. Below my desk, I keep a footrest ottoman that I DIY'd with a bucket and urokodaki fabric. The best part is it's a storage ottoman to hide my extra blankets. Speaking of blankets, I got my office blanket from Camp EDUC in 2021. This stupid little piece of fabric brings me so much joy. On our last wall, we have my Demon Slayer gallery, starting off with this Shinobu Kocho design I created in Procreate. A Demon Slayer sticker collage. The centerpiece is a print I bought from Redbubble. I love all the details in this piece. Bottom left is this Tengen piece I drew with Prismacolor pencils. And finally is this Set Your Heart Ablaze design I painted on a thin canvas. On my green love seat sits my Demon Slayer throw pillows with Inosuke pillow, a Hanafuda earrings pattern pillow, and a Nezuko kimono pillow. Here's a better look at the colors in natural light, though the pinks definitely show up prettier IRL. Hanging out with my pillows are a Haku neck pillow and an Eevee plushie I got from a con years ago. On the floor we have the worst DIY project I have ever completed, my Demon Slayer rug. This DIY was an absolute pain in my ass and it's so hard to clean, so I will not be zooming in any further. Thank you for your understanding. The last thing I have to show you is my Galaxy Light projector. I am so obsessed with this thing, you guys. I move it all around my room and the light show is so dreamy, it's like the best $40 I think I've ever spent. That just about covers everything in my Demon Slayer room tour. There's been a lot of change since my last room tour and I have some big plans coming soon. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you haven't already, feel free to subscribe to my channel for more fun content. Thanks for watching and I hope to see you again soon. Bye!